Probably both, man. Yeah, I am.
So where's the one with the Lions? One. With Darius Slay.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what it looked like. I gotta see what my. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I could send you the link, cause
Yeah, it takes a second. That's what I did for Immunity Streak. Stuart, I gotta play you like 4 times a day though.
talking about.
Well, it's gonna be 4 per person.
Just take your dub and get out of here.
So Stuart, I'm down 4.
Jeez.
I'm 31-35. And
with Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
He got the Kendall, right? The streams are delayed.
They'll run on first down. It's James calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And right away he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
58, come on. Right here.
Wilson. That'll be caught by Rice. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devon Kennard leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go, baby.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Wow.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 43 yards on the ground. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Check 31, check 31.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
So Mike number one. That's a run. They're running it. Mike one. Come on. The pass. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So Mike number one. Watch the curve. Mike one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Herman Moore there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike, check, 59.
Now it's Wilson. His throw incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one who's looking for. And it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
No pressure.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Able to find his target here, Largent. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Alert.
On first down, James. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Kill.
Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll run on first down. It's James, and room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's James. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted.
What the fuck? Oh my God. The computer literally did that shit for me, bro. That was so dumb.
At the 1-yard line. Steve Largent, the intended receiver.
Literally did that shit for me, bro.
Check safety.
Yeah.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Like 50, like 50.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40.
Okay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. James trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Lions' 36-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, and they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. That's complete to Largent.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Let's go, gun. We got to step it up. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Steve Largent there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
See, I don't think he should be catching
The
this.
Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Merton Hanks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I've been doing it for a minute now.
One left. Check, 59. Know your job. Mike's back. Gun. Yo.
Here's Wilson to throw again. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
I like the Saints. It's like they're going off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You don't want none. Check 59, Mike. Go, 4 down. Here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Or is it just me? Just me.
I think
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
2nd and 14. The Sanders has got it complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Trainway. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 21.
I would have got it.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
I juked out my own player.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 50. Reload. 59. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. James has got it, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. James. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here we go.
2nd and 5. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And Sanders has it poked free. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
All right, so you got to make a decision here. I'm more on the post, and Calvin Johnson is on the crosser. So are you going to go deep and play Herman Moore, or are you going to stay short and get
2nd and 2. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
But right now, I might even let it take it to my head.
What did I say, bro? I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. What'd I say? What'd I say that's supposed to piss you off?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
You can get that out.
Here's Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. 14.
Throwing again here. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's coming. Double up. Hey, 0. 59, Mark. 59.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. There he goes left side. Touchdown.
Man. I know handles.